Dear Inspector, you are invited to attend Mr. White's annual masquerade party. Formal dress and mask are required. Well, here we are.
Oh.
I suppose I should find Mr. White and thank him for the invitation.
Yes, I suppose so. Ooh, the mouse is sensitive. Green. Oh, hello. Okay. Oh. I know I just heard a scream, but can we turn this off? Alright, we'll just be on our way then. I believe we should probably go this way. Oh no.
It's Mr. White. He's been murdered. Everyone here is a suspect. I should speak to everybody to see if I can find out who did this. It looks like he's been stabbed to death, so I should see if I can find the murder weapon. I better watch my back, though. There's a murderer on the loose.
Ah, yes. Murder. Alright. So, hello. Man, not click and talk to somebody. Hello. Where are you going?
How can I help you, Inspector? I don't know why at the time, but I'm sure I saw the Harlequin with the corkscrew sometime before
Jesus.
the incident.
What was that?
I was in the lounge talking to the Anonymous. There was somebody else in the room, but I can't remember who it was. The cat has been a bitter rival with Mr. White
Okay,
for
now
a
you're
long
changing
time.
your story.
Both of them have been at each other's throats for years. But I never would have thought it would come to this.
Alright. So, you saw someone with the corkscrew and then you say it was someone else. Nice. A tricky. Hello, cat. Is this the cat? Are you going to murder?
Can I help you, Inspector? I don't know if it helps, but the Anonymous was holding the screwdriver earlier. The Doctor has been a bitter rival with Mr. White for a long time. Both of them have been at each other's throats for years. But I never would have thought it would come to this.
Okay, so they have the same story except different people.
I was on my own in the ballroom.
Oh. You were by yourself. Come here, Mr. Anonymous. I'm talking to you.
Can I
next,
help you,
son.
Inspector? I'm certain Piero was holding an ice pick earlier. White was stabbed to death, wasn't he? I really don't know. I'm sorry, Inspector. I was in the lounge talking to the Doctor. There was somebody else in the room, but I can't remember who it was.
Alright. So you're good. So, hey, back up with your stepping, son. I don't know who you think you is. Bro, this dude trying to slip murder me, cuz. Look, I bet it's him. Let me turn my back. Ah. Now, why you following me there? What was all that about? Like, click and drag the mouse, cause ooh, I could have died just then. Oh, this is Cat. I don't need to talk to Cat. Look at them, they're all creepy. They're all walking near you and hello.
How can I help you, Inspector? I'm certain the cat was holding a corkscrew earlier. White was stabbed to death, wasn't he?
So that's the second person who has said that,
I
right?
really don't know. I'm sorry, Inspector. I was in the lounge. Both the Anonymous and the doctor were there, but I didn't speak to either of them much.
Okay. So the doctor and Anonymous. So let's Jay. I believe the doctor, the Anonymous, and the Raven for now are A-okay. Just kidding. Oh God. That's what I
Dear
get.
Inspector,
That is
you
what I
are
get.
invited to attend Mr. White's annual masquerade party. Formal dress and mask are required. Well, here we are.
So were they all
I
three
suppose
in
I should
on
find
it then?
Mr. White
Or
and thank
is it
him for
just
the
one?
invitation.
Because it definitely seemed like if she was in there too, and they were all three there, then I don't even know. I'm freaking suck. Alright, let's do this. Uh-oh. Anybody around?
Aha! It's covered in blood. I bet this is the murder weapon.
Jesus Christ. Alright, so he was stabbed with a knife.
Can I help you, Inspector? I don't know why at the time, but I'm sure I saw the cat with an ice pick sometime before the incident. I was in the lounge with the devil and the Anonymous. I really don't know. I'm sorry,
Well,
Inspector.
sir, you're on my list.
Can I help you, Inspector? I saw somebody acting suspiciously. Oh yes, it was the doctor. They were nervously looking for something and left the room with a kitchen knife.
Uh-oh.
I was in the lounge. Both the devil and the Anonymous were there, but I didn't speak to either of them much. Rumor has it the Raven owes Mr. White a lot of money. It's not legitimate though, so I'd say his death has cleared that debt.
Alright, so I need to go find... Hello?
How can I help you, Inspector? I don't know if it helps, but the Raven was holding a kitchen knife earlier.
Did he just say that?
I was on my own
Pay
in the
attention.
library. Scaramouche has never liked Mr. White. He's been in his shadow for a long time. Envy will drive a person crazy. I'm not surprised it came to this.
Alright,
Can I help you, Inspector?
hey.
I don't know why at the time, but I'm sure I saw
Okay.
the cat with an ice pick sometime before the incident.
Alright,
I was in the lounge with the devil and the Anonymous.
alright. So, I feel like he is okay for now. It was... Oh my God.
Dear Inspector, you are invited to attend Mr. White's annual masquerade party. Formal dress and mask are required. Well, here we are. I suppose I should find Mr. White and thank him for the invitation.
Alright, let's get it. We're gonna do this, we're gonna do it right. He was killed in the room to our left. He'll probably be there to the right, but if I find the knife... Oh, you guys already leaving the crime scene so early, huh? well, I'm gonna go find the weapon. Wherever it may be. Whatever and wherever it might be, I will find it. Now we'll frame whoever did it. Don't walk to me like that. Don't step up to me. You think you're better than me because you murdered somebody? You stabbed them in the back. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Hello. Will you murder me if I turn my back?
Aha!
Found
It's
the
covered in
weapon.
blood.
Hello.
Can I help you, Inspector?
Yes. Where were you?
I was in the library. Both the cat and the raven were
Right.
there, but I didn't speak to either of them much.
This is how we're gonna do it. I'm gonna make my own list next to that list. So, the devil. Come on now, right pin. Was with cat and raven. Got it.
I was in the library. Both
just
the cat
passed
and
that.
the raven were there, but I
Yes,
didn't
yes,
speak
cat,
to
raven.
either of them
Got
much.
it.
I'm certain the Anonymous was holding the screwdriver earlier.
Okay.
White was stabbed to death, wasn't he?
Anon had screwdriver, but we don't need that because we know who.
I really don't know. I'm sorry,
Oh,
Inspector.
excuse me. Golly, we know who or we know what did it. And who are you? Hello? Please don't hurt me.
How can I
Anonymous.
help you, Inspector?
Where were you?
I was on my own in the ballroom.
Alright, you were in the ball?
Rumor has it the Raven owes Mr. White a lot of money.
Alright, Raven knows
It's not
white
legitimate.
money. Got it.
So I'd say
Raven
his
has
death has
motive.
cleared that debt. I don't know why at the time, but I'm sure I saw the cat
okay.
with the corkscrew sometime
So,
before the
cat.
incident.
Cork screw. Do you think did it?
Rumor has it the Raven
I-
owes Mr. White a lot of money.
Already did that. Alright.
It's not legitimate,
So,
though. So I'd say his death has
Raven?
cleared that debt.
Could be the possibility. I'm not gonna turn my back on this man. He's gonna stab me so hard. Look at him walk up on me like that. Back up. So, hello,
How can I help you, Inspector?
Harlequin.
I was in the library with the cat and the raven.
Ooh. So, the devil said he was with Cat and the Raven, but then Harlequin was with the Cat and the Raven. Ooh.
I'm certain Scaramouche was holding a corkscrew earlier. White was stabbed to death, wasn't he?
Okay. Scaramouche. Also seen with a corkscrew. It seems to me.
I heard that the jester is set to inherit a lot of money now White is dead.
So I don't have to worry about people stabbing me in the back, because
How can I help you, Inspector?
hello Scaramouche. So the Scaramouche had the corkscrew.
I hate to admit it. I have no alibi. I was in the dining room on my own.
Alright. So was Anonymous. Except he wasn't in the dining room.
To me, it doesn't seem normal to carry a corkscrew around. Does it to you?
Alright, so
Well, the jester was doing just that.
also
the devil was arguing with Mr. White earlier. Maybe that means something.
Maybe. But I'm not gonna turn my back on you unless there's people here. There's not anybody, so let's get out of here. Alright, devil. Don't stab me in my back. There. So it was the devil. Oh my god. I'm going to cry.
Dear Inspector, you are invited to attend Mr. White's annual masquerade party. Formal dress and mask are required. Well, here we are.
Couldn't even go up and ask him a
suppose
question.
I should
He
find
just
Mr.
freaking
White and
shanked
thank him
me.
for the
And
invitation.
Anonymous is right there, like, you just shank somebody in front of someone. Like, why would you do that?
How can I help you, Inspector?
Alright.
I was in the ballroom talking to Piero. There was somebody else in the room, but I can't remember who
Alright,
it was.
Scaramouche and Piero.
I really don't know. I'm sorry, Inspector. The Anonymous has been secretly carrying an ice pick all night. That could have been used as a murder weapon, right?
You're right. Are you Scaramouche? No, you're the devil.
Can I help you, Inspector?
Surprised you didn't stab me this
I was
time,
on my
jerk.
own in the lounge.
Alright.
I'm certain the doctor was holding the screwdriver earlier. White was stabbed to death, wasn't he?
Yep.
I heard that the Harlequin is to inherit a lot of money now Mr. White is dead.
Alright, I'm gonna turn my back and this dude's gonna shank me.
How can I
Scaramouche.
help you,
Oh, it's
Inspector?
the doctor. Alright.
I was in the dining room talking to the Harlequin. There was somebody else in the room, but I can't remember who it was. I really don't know. I'm sorry, Inspector.
Okay.
To me, it doesn't seem normal to carry a corkscrew around. Does it to you? Well, the cat was doing just that.
Not turning my back on your bitch ass. Hello? Are you gonna stab me?
How can I help you, Inspector?
Your arm's through the wall there.
I was on my own in the study. I'm certain Scaramouche was holding the screwdriver earlier. White was stabbed to death, wasn't he? The jester has been a bitter rival with Mr. White for a long time. Both of them have been at each other's throats for years. But I never would have thought it would come to this.
How can I help you, Inspector? I was in the dining room. Both the doctor and the Harlequin were there, but I didn't speak to either of them much. I saw somebody acting suspiciously. Oh yes, it was the Raven. They were nervously looking for something and left the room with the screwdriver. Scaramouche was arguing with Mr. White earlier. Maybe that means something.
First, we're gonna go find the murder weapon, see what it is. Reportedly, the Raven had the screwdriver. And if I find the screwdriver, then she's automatically on my top priority list. But how can I believe just one person, you know? One person says... I don't know why I like... It's odd. Shank me. Shank me in my back. What is the murder weapon? This man's coming to stab me. Alright. Aha. Is it the screwdriver? It is.
Aha! It's covered in blood. I bet this is the murder weapon.
Who told me that it was the Raven? I think it was Anonymous. Who told me the Raven had a screwdriver? So those two are on the top priority list as of now. So let's talk to Scaramouche.
How can I help you, Inspector? I was in the ballroom talking to Piero. There was somebody else in the room.
Alright.
I can't remember who it was.
Scaramouche and Perio were in the ballroom with someone else.
The Anonymous has been secretly carrying an ice pick all night. That could have been used as a murder weapon, right? I really don't know. I'm sorry, Inspector.
Alright, goodbye. Hello.
Can I help you, Inspector?
You tell me who was in there with you.
I was in the ballroom talking to Scaramouche. There was somebody else in the room, but I can't remember who it was. I don't know if it helps, but the Harlequin was holding a corkscrew earlier. I really don't know. I'm sorry, Inspector.
Alright, so the two that are in this room right now both say they were in the ballroom. And they both have your Scaramouche, right?
How can I help you, Inspector?
Alright. Okay, so...
Can I help you, Inspector? I was in the dining room. Both the doctor and the Harlequin were there, but I didn't speak to either of them much. I don't know if it helps, but the devil was holding an ice pick earlier. I really don't know. I'm sorry, Inspector.
Alright, got my distance from the nigga. Alright, so if I come over here and just sit in this corner. Right now, I feel like she's gonna stab me.
How can I help you, Inspector?
Alright, dining room.
I was in the dining room talking to the doctor. There was somebody else in the room, but I can't remember who it was.
Okay, alright.
I didn't know why at the time, but I'm sure I saw Piero with an ice pick sometime
Piero
before the incident.
Was also...
The devil has been a bitter rival with Mr. White for a long time.
Alright.
Both of them have been at each other's throats for years. But I never would have thought it would come to this.
Alright, and I'm getting somewhere. Don't you kill me. Don't you kill me. I'm getting somewhere. You stay away. Alright, so I feel as the Raven and Anon are good. And then Harlequin, Periot, and the Doctor, and the Jester. So I need to talk to this woman right here.
Can I help you, Inspector?
No, you're not the woman I want to talk to.
I was in the ballroom talking to Scaramouche. There was somebody else in the room, but I can't remember who it was.
Alright, so her and Scaramouche were in the same room. They were in the ballroom. Leave me away. Leave me alone. So, put my back in a corner. I don't want to talk to you either. Wait. Yes, no. Devil. Hey, buddy. Where
Can
were
I
you
help
at?
you, Inspector? I was on my own in the lounge.
Ooh, in the lounge by yourself.
I'm certain the doctor was holding the screwdriver earlier. White was stabbed to death, wasn't he?
Alright, so it was either you or the doctor, I assume. Come here, cat.
Can I help you, Inspector?
Hello. Who are you with?
I was in the ballroom
Okay.
with Piero and Scaramouche.
So cat was with them.
I don't know if it helps, but the jester was holding the screwdriver earlier.
The jester I have is my good guy. He's a good guy. You stay far away from me as you can, lady. I'm trying to check my list. Checking my list. I'm checking it twice. So Jester was seen holding the screwdriver. And the cat said she was in the ballroom. So let's talk to Scaramouche again.
How can I help you, Inspector? I was in the ballroom talking to Piero.
Alright,
There was
so
somebody else in the room,
Scaramouche
but I
and
can't remember
Piero
who it was.
and Cat were in the ballroom. Don't you kill me, I'm on a lead. Don't you kill me either. Who do I need to talk to? You leave me alone. I'll murder you myself. Alright, Harlequin.
How can I help you, Inspector? I was in the dining room
Okay, so
talking to the doctor. There was somebody else in the room, but
and
I can't
Harlequin
remember who
were
it
in
was.
the dining room together, and I believe the jester or the devil said that he was there as well. So let's go talk to the doctor. Hello. You guys seem to be
Can I help you, Inspector?
alright, jester. Who are you with?
I was in the dining room. Both the doctor and the Harlequin
Okay,
were there,
alright,
but I
so-
didn't speak to either of them much.
Oh god. I don't know. Doctor, come here, buddy. I'm gonna talk to you.
How can I help you, Inspector? I was in the dining room talking to the Harlequin. There was somebody else in the room, but I can't remember who it was.
Okay, doctor, I don't think you did it. Matter of fact, I don't think any of you guys did it. I feel like Anonymous, you are walking right up on me, son. You do not need to do this. Alright. So the jester, I feel like, is my main. Hey, LaMeow. Leg it. Well, that took longer than it needed to,